Hey, how you guys doing today? I'm excited to come to you with a video. It's been a couple weeks since I've done this, and I'm really excited about what I'm talking about today because in my hand I have our finished annual reports for the year 2022. And not this Sunday, but the Sunday after, we're going to have our annual meeting for our church members. And we're really excited about it because we're going to be reviewing what happened in the last year, which was just a historical year for us. It was unbelievable what God did. He gave us the message to move forward. And in my annual report, personally, I just did a bunch of victory laps, just thinking about how much God accomplished in the last year. And so I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to share it with you on March 12th. In Sunday morning service. I think I'm going to run a few of those victory laps and just celebrate the amazing things that God has done. It was an incredible year for Living Proof Church. And as we think about, this, if you're a member, we're going to have a copy of this for you on Sunday to read through and review, and it's going to blow your mind. If you're not a member and you want one, let me know. And we would be happy to share that with you as well. But as I'm doing this video, I'm thinking about all the things God did last year. And I'm also thinking about the things that God is going to do this year. And in our Bible reading plan, we're now in the book of Hebrews. Yesterday's reading included Hebrews chapter 6. Which was sort of our theme from last year. It said, let us stop going over the basic teachings about Christ again and again. Let us go on instead and become mature in our understanding. Surely we do not need to start again with the fundamental importance of repenting from evil deeds, placing your faith in God. We do not need further instructions about baptisms, the laying on of hands, the resurrection of the dead, and eternal judgment. And so, God willing, we will move forward to further understanding. And it was kind of a year of moving forward. And in so many ways, we move forward with giant projects that were before us. But in one area, in our area of discipleship, we didn't move forward as far as we had really hoped. And so as we go into this new year, 2023, we're actually kind of finding ourselves where we were last year, and we're moving forward, but we're really pressing in on this area of moving forward in the area of discipleship. And so we're actually, at the beginning of the year, we're actually going back to those fundamental basics and looking at those because we really believe that this is a year where God wants us to grow deep and wide in our relationship with Him. And so we're reviewing the core truths, but we're asking God to take us deeper, give us greater understanding. And so I love what verse 7 says in Hebrews chapter 6. In verse 7 it says, when the ground soaks up the rain, the falling rain, it bears a good crop for the farmer. It has God's blessing. But if a field bears thorns and thistles, it is useless. The farmer will soon condemn that field and burn it. And so as we're going into this year, we're saying, God, make me fertile soil. Let me be the ground that soaks up the rain. As we talked about prayer and worship last Sunday, Lord, let me be a fertile soil for prayer and seeking you. Let me be a fertile soil where just I'm worshiping you. I'm praising your name. I'm giving you my all. Let me be a soil that is understanding of the truths that you're teaching. And let me be a soil that takes care of the truth. That takes care of the truth. We said true worshipers last Sunday will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. And let me worship in truth. That means that there's some weeds that I need to that I need to pull out. There's some pruning that needs to happen. There's some thorn bushes that need to be removed and that are maybe choking out the proper growth. And so we want to go through that process of discipleship, saying, you know what, man, if our roots are going to grow deep, if we're going to go deep and wide, if we're going to be good soil for the seed of God to grow, for the good news and the gospel to grow in, then I want to take some time to just prune my branches. I want to take some time to weed my soil and say, God, what shouldn't be there? What shouldn't be there? Sometimes the hardest thing we can do in our Christian growth is to eliminate. There's so much fighting for our attention in the world today. There's so much fighting for our attention in the world today. We spend so much time switching between apps, between spending time on TV, social media, internet, YouTube, radio, email, all these things, that then when we go to spend time with God, it seems like it was insufficient because it was minor. And we want to become those people that spend major amounts of time in the Word so that we can have strong roots that can survive the storms, that we can have strong roots that grow deep into maturity. We want mature roots that really just go deep and grab on to the rich principles of God so that we can, know Him better and even accomplish more things for Him. So I know this video was a little longer than I've been doing lately, but I'm just so excited about what God has done, and we're going to be reviewing all of that excitement from last year, and I'm excited about where He's going to take us. And I believe if you'll be committed to that process of growing deep, of pruning, of watering, then I believe that God is going to take you to a place this year that you've never been before, where you grow in your maturity and you're more satisfied with your relationship with Him than you ever have been before. And so I'm just really looking forward to this as we dedicate this year to our growth, to our discipleship. Yes, continuing to move forward, but moving forward deep and wide. So hey, God bless you guys, and thank you for listening today. This Sunday, we're going to be talking about discipleship, and we're going to finally have our first announcement on our Teamwork Makes the Dream Work Sunday. So you're not going to want to miss that this Sunday. God bless you guys, and keep growing.